think it's absolutely wonderful if you can follow your dreams on your career path. Well, I think my first guest today probably has done that. Mark Regan, who is a local filmmaker, a scriptwriter and director, has just completed filming his third Mandurah short film, and he joins us now. Mark, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jenny. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. What about you? You're firing, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been enjoying the last project that I've been working on called Mother's Tongue. It's a short drama film, and yeah, it's the third one that I've made in the Mandurah local area, really trying to focus on building a bit of an industry in Mandurah, Western Australia.
Oh, good on you. I hadn't thought about that. I was wondering why you were focusing. You live down that way, do you?
Yeah, I've been living there a decade and have been raising three little lovely children, and I've been in film for the last 20 or so years in a variety of roles.
Goodness.
But in this, moving to Mandurah in the last sort of decade, realising that there's not much of an industry, so it's just kind of, I've put it upon my shoulders to sort of build a bit of an industry down here.
Well, it only takes someone like yourself to do that, Mark. You know, WA is getting on the map a little bit, you know, with film production, that sort of thing for the future. So that is just a great thing that you've done. Now, the concept of Mother's Tongue, it sounds to me like, you know, what could this be about?
So it's a drama about a wannabe artist trapped caring for her demoralising mother. And then during the course of the narrative, she must redefine what she considered art to actually find the freedom to be her true self. It's very personal for me because it's a journey I've also been on in these last few years of really trying to discover what is the story that I want to share to the world, like what is my artist's intentions in my films, and what I actually want to sort of share with the world and potentially kind of inspire other artists to go out there and follow their dreams. So this particular story is very personal to me because it's about teaching myself to follow my own dream as well as being a filmmaker, and hopefully other artists will see it and kind of resonate with that story. Do you know,
it's terrific that it is in film that you're able to do that, Mark, because a lot of people, if they've felt suffocated and not followed their dreams when they were, you know, starting out, they only hold it in their mind. You can share it with everyone else. You're in post-production, so people haven't seen the end result yet, have they?
No. So, yeah, we're heavy in the editing phase. I know you've been involved in TV and all sorts of arts and media over the years, so you know post-production's that kind of more slower, isolated process, and that is the point we're at with the film at the moment. But hopefully by the end of 2024, it will be finished. And then what I've done with my previous films is we kind of do a private premiere party, you know, with the cast and the crew, and then it goes off to about a 12-month film festival run all around the world, hopefully. And, if I look at my past two shorts, I've sort of had them selected for around 20 to 30 film festivals over that 12-month period. And then after that, I then release it online on my YouTube channel and on the social media channels so that anyone can watch it.
Mark, it's not inexpensive to put a production crew together, let alone the equipment that you would have to have. I know you can virtually shoot a film on a camera these days, can't you? How have you got a production crew together? Do you hire equipment or do you have a bit of a selection at home now?
Yeah, so, I mean, again, being in the industry for 20 years, I've built up a bit of equipment myself, so I'm heavily reliant on sort of self-funded. And in terms of the crew, again, it's meeting other creatives that I want to work with, and then getting them on board. For Mother's Tongue, I had a bit of a budget that I was able to pay.
Oh, phones. Oh, we're not fixing technology with phones, I don't think, Mark. Are you still there? Oh, gee. We have this happen quite a bit. Mark, I don't know what goes on out there sometimes.
Well, that's okay. It's just the tech world. It's all good.
It's all good. Now, what about mainstream movies? Where are you heading with all of this, do you think?
The goal is basically head down, you know, it's been short films, but the ultimate goal is to make feature films. And again, what I said earlier about figuring out my own sort of vision of who I am as an artist through my films, I definitely lean into the thriller, psychological kind of space. This film is not that, it's a drama, but I definitely am feeling like that's going to probably be my genre in the feature film space long term.
Okay.
With the ideas that I kind of get. And hopefully, like I said earlier about trying to make a bit of a scene in Mandurah, likewise, I'm really keen to make films in Australia, and I think we have a lot of advantages to make them here and tell that Australian story to a larger audience.
Well, Mandurah is a beautiful location. There's just no two ways about that. What about the people that performed in the short film for you, and what about the locations that you highlight?
So we had a couple of really great and experienced actors, Jules Cockrove and Celia James and Justin Carianta. They played the sort of three key roles. Jules and Celia, it's a mother-daughter relationship, so they are those key ones. And both of them have quite a huge wealth of acting experience locally and internationally. Celia comes from Britain, and she was in like an Agatha Christie movie a few years ago. So, they are local actors with quite a large repertoire under their belt. Yeah. And it was really great. They really brought that sort of desperation of a mother-daughter in a caring, frustrating, dramatic experience to the role. And we also had a scene at an art gallery where the key character has her major scene in a success in an art gallery, and we had 17 different local actors rock up to be all the extras in that scene, which I thought was amazing that we had so many people willing to come and just, volunteer their time and be part of the film experience. The locations in Mandurah, we had support from the City of Mandurah, and they lent us the contemporary art spaces in Mandurah, which is the art gallery that the City of Mandurah run, and they were willing to let me film in there.
That's
and so they gave me the keys for a day, which was wonderful. And we also did have a sponsor to shoot in a home, which was the Mandurah Holiday Rentals, and they lent me a home for the day to shoot the house scenes. So I'm very thankful for both of them coming on board to support the little independent project.
Well, from small things, they grow very large. And Mark, you should certainly have, you've 20 years in the business already, you certainly have the experience behind you. So I can't even imagine what you're going to tackle in the future. Congratulations. It's 12 months away for people to be able to see it, but eventually they will go to your website. Is that right?
Yeah, so it's just, you can head to markregan.com.au and you can see my previous